Hollywood does this in secret. Most people think it's just a ceremony. What if it's something else entirely? Because once you see the pattern, you can't unsee it. Let me show you something nobody talks about.
That's another excerpt from Azzariah books. All right, so that I know that one you already talk about it. All right, so you have that one here. All right, silver purification and pink unconditional love. And
I
you
have,
know what? Yeah,
those are actually images from my tarot deck that I designed.
as well. All right,
Because
so
I use that tarot deck to see the energy of the day.
all
Yeah.
right.
But jealousy, lime green can open up jealousy. Of course, I mean, it can open up jealousy, and it can also open up some other things too. But there's so many colors of green that there is, and you have to learn your colors. And it's very important, and since you have young children, that would be good for you to start teaching them that now. Get them a box of crayons, let them draw pictures, ask them why is that color, and things like that. You know, that's what I would do. I did that with my daughter and my son. ELF, which is pale yellow, opens up electronic mind control as well as fear. Okay, that's a pale light yellow. It opens up that fear and extremely low frequencies. Okay, and it travels. That's the color of the electricity when it travels through your wires. That color. It looks white to you, but it's actually that color. Unconditional love can trigger a sexual program for a monarch sex slave, shuts down any other sleeper. Yeah, it can, if a person is a sleeper under heavy mind control, they can't be around pink. But other monarch slaves, which is different, monarch programming is a sexual program, and it means that they get triggered from that. They start to feel, energized. They want to, they want to have sex. You know, that's what that does to them. Go, which is activation.
Yeah, and
But
you talk.
it's also blood. If a person is bleeding, Jesus, when you go to church, this is my blood, and all of that. They never show you this color red because they know it's a mental institution, and if they show you that color red, they could trigger a sleeper, could kill everybody in the damn church. Okay, reptilian ceremony. When you go to where all the movie stars go, and you walk on the carpet, if the carpet is green, that's a reptilian ceremony. If the carpet is red, that's Illuminati. But if it's green, that's reptilian. The green carpet. That's why when Tiger Woods won the Open or whatever it was that he won, the golf thing,
Yeah,
he got a green jacket. That's reptilian. Okay.
Yep.
We know the history behind the golf clubs and all of that. That was someone's head, into the hole. Same thing with football. People think it's a bad thing. Oh, why they got the Redskins up there and they got the head on the helmet and stuff? That's because they used to cut off the head and kick it around. That's why it's up there. In your face. We laughing at you, nigga. We cut off, and that's Tupi. Tupi was one of the most powerful voodoo He was Apollo deity. Yeah, the redskin helmet.
Mm-hmm.
That's Apollo deity. Okay, so I don't. Maybe it is a bad thing that they doing it that way, where it looks like they cut off the head and kicking it around. But that symbol, just like the coin, is Palo. Okay, and he is from the Tupac tribe, and his name is Tupi. And he was associated with another tribe called the Knickerbockers. The Knickerbockers, like the Knicks in New York.
Mm-hmm.
They was a tribe of Palo who wore short-cut pants up to the knee. They were called the Knickerbockers. So when you're dealing with sports, it appears that everything you've ever done is still right in front of your face. Still there. It's just your awareness of it isn't there. Okay? So yeah, and that's heavy voodoo. Imagine if every football player knew that is some Palo and that is Tupi from the Tupac tribe. Yo, yep. Mm-hmm. Yep. Imagine if they all knew that.
So from the Tupi tribe, right?
Tupi, yeah.
Mm.
Yep.
All right.
South America.
Mm-hmm.
He was part of the Kimbandas. The Kimbandas, who was taught by the Angolans from Angola. That's why they got him dark skin there.
Mm-hmm.
That's really an Angolan. Yep, it's in that book. It's in that book.
Near Brazil, well, what we call Brazil today, yeah, the Tupi tribe.
It has this coin in there,
Mm-hmm.
the Indian head, right in that book.
Mm-hmm.
There it is. Yep. Yep.
Something was right in front of you. Look closely.
But that symbol, just like the coin, is Palo. Okay? And he is from the Tupac tribe, and his name is Tupi. And he was associated with another tribe called the Knickerbockers. The Knickerbockers, like the Knicks in New York.
The question isn't whether this is real. It's why you did not notice it, because patterns don't lie.